She sure had a lot to say about you.
Me?
Mm-hmm. She told me that I was guided to bring you those African stones.
Guided by whom?
By her.
Why?
She said that we had something to do together, that we had met before in previous lives, and that someday you would want proof of that.
What's all this secrecy about, David? Why couldn't you tell me this before?
I couldn't tell you about Mayan until you were ready to hear it. The point is that I was to deliver those stones without either one of us knowing what was really going on. You are to be a guide, a teacher like me, but on a wider scale.
A teacher? I'm not a teacher, David. I'm a learner.
Yeah? But you write.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, you're crazy. Oh, I'm supposed to write about all this? I don't even know what I think about this.
Mayan said that because of the way that you write, that you could help to teach people.
I'm supposed to write a book about my past lives and favorite extraterrestrials I've known, right?
Don't get crazy.
I could just kick you.
You'd be surprised how many people there are out there that want to know more about this.
But then you do it, David. You be the crazy one.
There's nobody crazy here. Relax. Just relax. Everybody in the world would like to know the truth.
The truth? What truth?
The simple truth of who they are and where they come from, and that there's a whole lot more going on than they've been taught.
Yeah, but that might be your truth, David. I don't know what my truth is yet. And I'm just not the kind of person that can go around telling other people what their truth is.
Then just tell them about your search.
My search, my personal search for my own identity is something I feel comfortable with. That's why it's all right with me to explore whether I might have lived a past life or something. But the truth of talking to extraterrestrials? Oh, God. David, please.
Well, you sure picked the wrong line of work if you're afraid of public humiliation.
You think I plan to be a public personality?
We all plan what we do in order to learn and serve. You know that. Maybe this is the karma that you chose for yourself this time around.
Am I being set up here? Are you telling me about this Mayan person because you're setting me up to write a book? About all this stuff, which just incidentally would include you?
God.
Answer me! Answer me!
Calm down. We'll make more progress.
Progress? Progress? You and your pontificating? You're talking about upsetting everything mankind believes in and replacing it with something outrageous. It's metaphysical Twilight Zone mumbo-jumbo, and you call it progress.
That's funny. Mayan thinks that our priorities are mumbo-jumbo. She thinks we live in the Dark Ages. But just take a look at the world, for God's sake. Isn't it clear that we need a change, and soon?
I don't want to talk about this anymore. You know something? I was real wrong about you. You're a nuts. You're nuts.
Wait a minute.
No.
Mayan told me to tell you one thing if you had a hard time with this. She said in order to get to the fruit of the tree, you have to go out on a limb.
I don't believe this is happening to me. I've got to get out of here.
Wait a minute.
No, I've got to see what's familiar. I want to go home. I want to get my old way of thinking back again. You stay in your fantasy world if you want to. It's not for me.
It's not fantasy. It happened. It is happening. And I didn't want to believe it any more than you do. Shirley, it took me 2 trips down here and 2 months of talking to Mayan before I was even civil to her. She almost gave up on me. And she was threatening what I called my sanity, too. But after a while, I had to admit that she was making sense.
Well, I can go along with a lot, David. But you talking to a person from the Pleiades just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but it happened. And someone is behind those crafts. What are you afraid of? Shirley,
okay,
please, Shirley.
Think by myself.
Mom gave this to me to give
What
to
is
you.
that?
A bracelet. She said if you wear it, it will help.
I don't want this.
What harm can it do?
Okay, I've got it. Will you let me go?
Yes.
Thanks. That was probably the most confusing period of my whole life. I walked and I thought by myself for 3 days. Was David really crazy? Or was what he was saying so threatening to me that I couldn't think straight? I always reacted negatively when I heard something that disturbed me or that I couldn't understand. Did I identify myself by what I couldn't understand or by what frightened me? Or could life actually be defined more by its possibilities than by its limitations? And was I on the threshold of understanding that there might be people out there who actually lived that way, with no sense of limitation?